Happy New Year, everyone. I'm just looking at the light. Wow. You can't even see. Okay. Can't even see my tree. Darn. I thought I had it figured out. I guess I didn't account for me. Huh. Well, nothing to be done. Could do that. You've got to see the sparkly tree. This will be the last time. Okay. Just a bunch of junk sitting down there, but I thought I had everything figured out. Can you hear me okay? Betty is here from Canada. Dean is here from Kentucky. Lucy is here from somewhere. Jill, just remind everybody where you're from. Judith Esteers. Boy, I've got so much unfinished. And Hetty is here from the UK. She's going to be having to prop her eyes open. Gosh, it looks so, I don't know, soft. Maybe it's too, well, I don't know what to do, folks. I wanted to show the tree. But still, see, the sun just went down, and so it's still bright, and it may be messing up the front light. Anyway, Jacqueline Brown, Jane Marie, Deborah Dauberful from Wheaton, Illinois. I don't remember your last name, so Deborah, maybe you're new here, and if so, welcome. You're not catching me at my 100%. Gotta say. Beverly is here from Tulsa. Eileen, Pennsylvania. Lucy is with Betty. Got it. I got it. Lonnie is here from North Carolina. Joni from Arizona. Beverly, Indiana in the house. Fantastic. Does it look like fuzzy or weird to you? I cleaned my glasses, but this is ridiculous. It just looks soft. Buddy's mom. Hello, Buddy's mom from Ohio. Hibiscus Dreams is here from Greene County. What is H, New York? Hudson? Oh, Happy New Year's Eve. The acronym, we're in the acronym age. I just can't keep up. Yeah, I know. The thing is, I can close that, but I can't do anything about that. Well, this was kind of a failed experiment. I wanted you to see my tree. What to do? Let's go for a ride. Hold on. Hold on now, don't get dizzy. I got a cord. Did you know on a movie set there are people whose job it is just to wrangle the cords, all the electric cords? I can't remember if they're in the grip department or which department they're in. How quickly one forgets when they're not working. If we come at it at an angle, of course, then there's not going to be light on my face. Tell me whether you think this is better. See, now you can see my tree. There's no light on my face. Maybe I should have canceled this. I'm just maybe not quite up for it. Anyway, let me get a light. Now you get to see my bull and my tree. Now all I need is some light. Right here. So much better. So much better. Why didn't I do it this way to start with? Wait, Dean, did I fall out of a chair? Oh gosh, I hate to think that. It's not a tree, actually. It's just a few branches of Sweet Annie, and this will be the year that it's gonna go. I'm not gonna keep it. I'm not gonna keep it. Now I didn't think it would be a good idea for me to have more caffeine. I had a little this morning, but so if I'm a little low energy, I'm sorry. Thank you, Dean. Me falling out of a chair is always entertaining. Well, I washed my hair today. That's my big news. And I usually keep it wound up like I had it last week, for a couple of days so that it just gets some nice waves. But, I think that might have having that wet head might have contributed to me getting sick again. So I don't know. This is from Patricia Jean. I want to say Lasker, but she's got that beautiful handwriting and it kind of crosses like an F, but I'm assuming it's L. And I got 2 cards this week. Thank you very much. And one is from her. And oops, she has a $5 donation in here, and she's probably wanting some seeds. And that I think she actually was on the live stream and said, "Hey, about if I just send you $5 and you send me some seeds." And I think that's what it was. What a lovely, I'm going to read this because I only have 2 cards. What a lovely impromptu evening live on your YouTube channel. And the hymns made it feel like Christmas Eves of my past. Thank you for all you give of yourself, and never think you are alone because I am always watching. Oh, thank you. I joined late and hope I did not. Misstep by suggesting $5 seed money mail-in. No, that's great. I did not have the energy. I just can hardly believe that I had this bad cold. I can't even remember when I was sick. Like, I broke my arm in Christmas Eve of 17. And I don't remember having a bad cold since then. So anyway, and then to just get better, go out, be around people, and boom. So I ran out of stamps, so I cannot enclose a self-addressed stamped envelope. Give yourself a big hug. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Sincerely. That's very sweet. And but now I'm assuming you want the wild goose piece, Patricia. So if you said you were watching, so you must be watching. So please confirm that. And that's the one we've talked about the most. So I'm assuming that's the one you're interested in. Okay. And this is from longtime fan Deborah Strickland. Deborah, are you on? Beautiful card. Old-fashioned card with the sequins. What did we call that? The little sequin paint. So a lot of shooting a lot of target practice going on today. Was over there, then it was over here, and then it's over there. Let's see. Wishing you a little wonder in each moment and a lot of warmth and joy all through your holidays. I enjoy your YouTube channel so much. Hoping you have a blessed Christmas season. Love, Deborah, over here in North Carolina. Fantastic. Thank you. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all the cards. Okay, so I had forgotten to give a shout out. Well, I didn't do a live when this happened. It's been sitting around here for a while. And this is kind of gross, but it's reality. And Connie she offered to order me any size of snake poster. Southeastern Tennessee snakes. And so this is a really good thing for me to have. And I feel like I want to just put it on my door going outside. So I always just look at it and go, okay. Look at them. We got a lot. Gosh, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. Now, if you're skittish about snakes, you just have to be very, very smart about it and be careful. Eastern hognose. That does not look poisonous. I think we only have the copperhead, water snake, the common water snake. Wait, is the common water snake? No, wait. We've got the timber rattlesnake. We've got the copperhead. I thought we had the cottonmouth, but I don't see that on here. Maybe you don't. I would not want to see a cottonmouth anyway. All right, back to it. Let's see. Fantastic dolphin, dolphin bear. So I've had this blouse. This is a silk blouse with shoulder pads. So, okay, we can say safely, when was the last time we had shoulder pads? Did we have shoulder pads since the 80s? I don't think so. If this is from, let's just say 1990, nice even number. So if this was 90, that's 33 years I've had this blouse. And you know what? It doesn't even have a big stain on it, which is, I wouldn't still have it if it did. Let me say hello to people. Yes, the flamingos are standing on the back of the Brahma bull. That's a question by Amazing Disgrace. Daryl said next time put your camera on the ceiling fan. Oh, yeah, yeah. What am I supposed to do that? I know. So many people have written me and told me that they're sick, and it's just like, what is it in the water? I'm starting to wonder, Oh, goodness. It used to be so much easier to stay well. Gina is here. Thank you for moderating, Gina. And Gina sent me a lovely gift. It's still in the box, and it's quite heavy, actually. But she sent me a spice rack with all the jars. So you put all your jars in it, and then it has, and I had that right beside me. It has all the labels. Has a lot of labels, so I guess it would pretty much guess everything. And so I really appreciate it. Kat is here. Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you, Wendell. That's very kind. Oh yes. Oh, Fields, Dean. Yes. So yes, the problem with a camera up there is you would see all the mess. You see, and just remember that you're not seeing the mess. You're only seeing this direction. So Kaye is here from Mount Flathead Valley. I don't remember where that is. Jeremy's here from Phoenix. Happy New Year. Deborah, did you just sign on? Because I just read your card. I just read your card. If you just signed on. So Deborah's Kim White is here. Happy New Year. Kate's son is behind the hill in my part of Tennessee. Do you mean my nephew, Kim, in Kingsport area? Or if you mean Kaye's son, if you mean my son, he's in North Carolina. Delinda is here from Missouri. Welcome. What is better, Kat? The light. And Karen is here from Tifton, Georgia. Okay, good. Gosh, I wish that this could be like, how many people do we have? Wow, we have 79. If everybody could hit that like button, that would be awesome. Yes, he's my nephew is become quite the wedding photographer, Dolphin Bear. He's booked, I just remember wedding photography used to be a huge amount of work. And even with Photoshop, there's so much work editing, and of course you had to retouch every one of the chosen photos to go into the book. And I had a wedding photographer. I had photographer friends in California before I started gardening. I was part of this photography group, and we would meet once a month up in way up on the top of a hill in Burbank. And just like it just couldn't be farther from where I was, but I thought it was worth going. And I met some good people there, and I met a photographer there that wound up shooting the still shots that I hired to shoot the still shots on Betty's Treats, my short film, which if you haven't seen, go check out my I just have a few things in that one playlist of writing and directing. Anyway, forget his name. I want to say Aston, or I forget his name, but he was a very good photographer. Gave me exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to look like it was the pictures were taken, back in the 50s. Uh, anyway, and then I met this Rob guy, and he was a good friend, and he got into wedding photography. That became his specialty, and he was very good at it. And he had these packages, this $2,000, $3,000, $7,000 package. So depending on what the couple wanted, but there was so much work involved, and he had to have so much equipment. And I'm just, wow. I just thought, I am not that person that can do all that and do it all by myself and do it all well. Forget it. So when my son got married in year, let's see, 21, I said, well, are you getting a big wedding book? And he said, no, we just wanted it to share on social media. I said, what? What? These people have these, up until recently, they had these huge fabulous albums that cost thousands of dollars. Anyway, it's interesting how everything, and now with AI, anyway, that's what my nephew was saying. He said he there's no way he could do as many weddings as he's doing without AI. So AI is changing everything, and we have to really be watching that going forward, everybody. So you got to be very discerning about what you're seeing and sharing. Don't share something without vetting it, like all over the place. Might not even be real. You don't know. Anyway, thank you, Dolphin Bear. I appreciate that. I love old school. I love old school portrait photography very much. But I don't like the back end, the filing and everything, the perfection and the matting and all of the framing and the books and no. I like going and taking the pictures. I really enjoyed. I learned traditional darkroom at the very end of as late as you could learn it. I started in 95. And by 2003, people were using 2 and 3 megapixel cameras, digital cameras. You couldn't take good pictures with them yet. But anyway, I was just looking. Yesterday would have been my sister's birthday. And I was thinking of publishing a photo on my community page of my sister. And I thought, you know what? I just don't know. I don't know if people are so into filters and beauty and perfection now, made possible by, artificial intelligence, really, that I don't know if they could really appreciate the quality of the photograph that I wanted to share. But it was so sharp. She was sitting at a table with her hands like this, and I was over there looking back this way at her. And so she had her wristwatch. My niece gave me this, but she made this and her daughter gave me this. She had a wristwatch right here, and the frame was like this, and so the wristwatch was a very small detail, but I enlarged the photo on my screen to look at it, and that little dial on her hand, on her watch, was perfectly sharp. You could read the time easily. It's 11:45. And Maybe you get that with digital today, but everything just seems to be so filtered, doesn't it? And you don't even know if when you see a picture of a beautiful woman, if it's just a filter, if it's just fake, you don't know. Anyway, Mark Jeffrey Miller. Well, what do you know? I'm very, very pleased that you joined us, Mark. God bless you. How are you doing? I hope well. Becoming a Green Stalker is here. Hayden is here from, oh my goodness. Hayden is here from Nook, Greenland. Greenland. My word. Carol, let's see. Oh, Carol CG is here from Romulus, Alabama. Rose is here. Uh, that's funny, Daryl. There's too much fake there already. It's like, what are we looking at? I don't even know. Um, the Urban Homesteader. Now I can send them in and make a book. I don't know what you mean. I know, Dean. It's very scary. Hey, Darlene. Darlene is here. Thank you so much, Darlene. I haven't been able to make one lately. I just haven't been well enough. I have one spaghetti squash. I can cook it and I can get the seeds and then cook it and send you some seeds, Gina. Treasure Rescue from Mars, Pennsylvania. You must rescue treasures. Let's see. Mark, in case you missed it, I have been, I'm on my second cold, and I got sick right after the last live stream, and I've been sick all week, and I haven't accomplished hardly anything, which is a drag. Yes, Karen, that was the problem when I was leaving California, is I couldn't find anybody that wanted my darkroom equipment. I think Santa Monica Community College still had a darkroom, but they didn't want anything. Everything just went for pennies. I don't have fire cider, do I? Is this Teresa? Must be Teresa. But I don't have fire cider. I just got through. And what am I taking the Mullen tincture for? See, I'm not really coughing. My lungs aren't bad. It's more just head, congestion. I know it's never happened before, Dean. I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. Oh, I would love to get an old darkroom sink. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very good idea. Gosh, there's a lot of shooting. Can you hear the shooting? I'm such a dummy. I bet that's firecrackers. I know they were doing target practice this afternoon when I was out there because it was like, unloading a whole clip, the sound. So, hey, Denise. Oh, Stephen is here. Fantastic. Stephen, I'm still suffering with this cold. It's just insane. I'm starting to think it's something in the water or the air, although I really haven't been outside. um, yes, dogs don't like that, do they? Mullein. Yeah, my cats are probably going, "What's going on?" It's still, to me, it sounds more like gunshots, so it's hard to know. Um, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, they're probably going to be doing both, Darlene, actually. Yeah, right, Gina. It's discouraging. Oh, I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention this. This is my niece also made me this. It's very pretty, but unfortunately, I wasn't in any shape to set up my table. But she made me a pretty. Isn't that pretty? It's a candle ring, and she sent me a candle to go in there. So she's very thoughtful. Holly. I heard from my cousin and his wife collapsed at the Navy exchange in Coronado. My cousin was a career Navy commander, ship commander. Anyway, so she is in the ICU in the hospital in Coronado. So I'm praying that she is able to completely recover. Yes, I wish we could do like a double screen because I mean we could if I knew how to do it, but nobody has taken the time to teach me. Stephen, do you know how to do that? Because maybe Stephen, he's young, he's smart, maybe he could teach me how to do that. Because I'd like to have a live stream where I have a guest and I have, I don't have to be with them. Like I could do a live with you and I could do one, and then me and Teresa could do one. Teresa's she's now teaching the tincture, how to make tinctures and various things. Making some nice on the side money from teaching classes up in her area in Idaho now. So wait, Terry, she says, oh no, oh no, oh goodness. Terry has some sad news. Her mother passed away, and she's recovering from the flu. Yeah, it's so hard to know. I'm so sorry, Terry. No need to apologize. I want to make fire cider. So somebody said today, somebody wrote me a comment. It was I already forgot who wrote it today. I only looked at a couple of comments, but she said cayenne, something else, lemon, honey, cayenne, and something else. And garlic. I said, "Yeah, I did all that today. Been doing that, but it's just not getting well." 5 green acres is here. I am, under the weather, so I probably won't stay that long, everybody. Just wanted to make sure I made it. Yeah, see, Elizabeth's got the same thing. Second cold in a month. It's like we barely get well, and then um, yes, maybe I do. Becoming a green stalker says, "Don't you need StreamYard for that?" And I may. That may be true. Somebody needs to just show me. I am not techie at all. Broke Farmer is here. Happy New Year. Uh, Millie's getting her chickens in. I know. Well, I could go get my tinctures and I could put something in here. Which one should I get? Which one would help me feel better instantly? Teresa, which one should I go get? Oh my gosh. Where is that? Deborah lives in a bungalow built in 1928 with a coal bin in the basement and a separate old room labeled dark room. Wow. I bet it doesn't have any equipment in there though. Thank you. Becoming a green stalker is gone. Thank you so much. Oh, I've got a lot of, I ate a cayenne. I ate 2 cayennes today in my with my avocado and tomato and cilantro. Oh no, this one's I don't know what your name is, but she's sick too. She or he. Um, did Haffy tune in somewhere? Let's see. I missed it. Jumped. Let's see. Oh, I see. Is that what it is? Just a bad cold, huh? Turmeric and ginger in the fire cider. I would drink a glass of fire cider right now if I had it. I've been drinking honey and lemon all day. Not right at the moment, but thank you, Linda G. Well, I'm doing a shot of elderberry tonic. What do you call it? I forgot to call it. Every day. I have had a shot of elderberry tonic every day. I'm taking so much stuff. Well, I kind of need a hot toddy right now, but that would mean I would have to leave and wait for my water to heat up. Mm. Yes, I did eat a garlic and honey today. Took forever to get the taste out of my mouth, but I did it. A big one, big clove. I'm eating honey infused garlic. That hasn't gotten me well. Patricia, you missed it. I read your card. Thank you. Uh, okay. The Urban Gardener. Wait, is this Enoch? I forget. Enoch, is that you at the Urban Gardener? Um, oh, I think having the coal there says so much, you know. Uh, you'll send me some you'll send me some syrupy. Ah, got it, Karen. Yes, I'm taking that treasure rescue. Gina made some when she was here. So, I have a jar. Do another one tonight. If you're talking to me, you're gonna have to tell me what you're talking about. Because by the time I see your comment, I don't know what I was talking about. Julie says, "Dear Kay, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if I haven't answered you regarding the Golden Girls woofers." Well, if you're sick, I'm sorry, and I hope you get better fast because it's a drag. Yeah, right, Gina. Oh, I've been doing chicken bone broth every day for the last 4 days, and then I did chicken bone broth for 8 or 9 straight days on my first cold, but nothing seems to knock it out. I agree, Linda. I agree. And I mean, like I said, I haven't gotten anything accomplished for weeks. So, however, I just got a phone call like 5 minutes before I went on. I got a phone call from the wife of a man who may be able to help me on the weekends do some work around here. So, Jack just got a job. He was going to come tomorrow. Well, he was going to come Tuesday and Wednesday and today, but he got a cold. And so, man, that's one way to keep everybody under control is get them all sick. Oh man. Anyway, they're supposed to swing by tomorrow and we're just going to talk and see, you know, uh if we can come to an agreement. Oh, no, I know, Darlene, I know. Only had it one time. There was a bee. I actually have a real cute video that I did about a bee festival day, something in Phoenix. And so they had all kinds of teaching and all of this, a lot of people had various booths set up, and there was this woman that had a fire cider booth set up, and she had all these different ones to try and stuff. And so I tried it. It was very hot, but it was I could really use a shot of that right now, I tell you. Oh, okay, good. All right, Enoch, you can teach me. Fantastic. I actually did take my zinc defense DI Weaver. I have a supplement that has the zinc and the quercetin together already. And so I threw that into the mix today and yesterday. But Yeah, my Lonnie says take a drink of liquor, just kidding. But I had a neighbor in the Palisades, and he believed strongly in that. And I remember one time having a cold. This goes back, gosh, now he's been dead quite some time. I'm actually so glad that he passed away before he could have seen what happened to Maui, because he lived in Maui. I mean, he moved to Maui after his father died, and they sold the house next door, but he brought me some whiskey or bourbon or something, and I took a shot one time for a cold, and some people swear by it, but I mean, it does kinda knock you out and kinda make you feel but I don't think it makes you well. Little Monkey is here, thank you. I hope so too. Donna's home place is here, and, ooh, 2 per day? Mm, okay. I've been doing 1, which is bad enough, but am I going to talk about cats? Um, I certainly can talk about cats, Kay, but did I say something that gosh, I just got a notifications that ads will run shortly for some viewers. I don't know what that means. I mean, obviously, if you let the ad run for a little bit, I make a couple of cents, but, I don't know how you can run an ad. I could skip the ads. I'll just skip the ads. Ads skipped. I skipped the ads. Um, let's see. Wow, there's all these comments that I haven't gotten to. Mhm. I'm behind. Thank you, Hetty. My niece made that. Oh, wow. You're right, Gina. We have 108 thumbs up and 107 people. Let's see. Betty says, "Poor gin. I have none. Lemon juice and honey. I have vodka, that I buy for my tinctures, but I've never tasted it. Pour gin, lemon juice, and honey into a cup and add 1 clove of garlic, or 1 clove? A clove? Wow. When you say it works, I mean, I've been sick for a week. It's gonna make me feel better for a few minutes, right? But is it gonna am I gonna just be well? Betty, is that what you mean? First of all, I don't have gin, so I have bourbon. Linda brought bourbon 2 years ago, and it's still sitting up there. Pour gin, lemon juice, and honey into a cup and add 1 clove. I'm assuming you mean 1 clove, because cloves are almost like a miracle spice. Boiling water and leave to infuse for a few minutes. Drink more or less quickly. Okay, I'll try that, but I don't have any gin. Oh, we had a coal heated furnace in my junior high gym. It was very old gym, and I just remember being in there just so cold in there. We go in for practice in the winter, basketball practice. It was so cold. But I do remember that. Yep. I'm trying to think if it was down underneath, or if it was I can't too long ago. Happy year, everybody. Some of my favorites. Thank you, Delma. Kimmy Carazon is here. Good morning from Malaysia. We have Malaysia, we have Greenland, uh, we have, of course, the UK, um, and Canada, and wasn't there another country that's here? Uh, yeah, she's a newer channel, but she's got some good. She's smart. And Delma, if you watched my videos that we did last January, she was here and we did all those canning videos. Delinda says, it would be fun to see me do an episode of my life in photos. Gosh, I'd have to be organized in order to do that. And I'm not organized, unfortunately. I used to be organized. I was very organized in my office in California. I could put my finger on whatever photo, whatever family photo, whatever anything. Um, I have maybe it would be fun. Would you like to see my portfolio, my modeling portfolio? Some of my first modeling pictures. Who's interested in that? I do think I know where that is. Um, let's see. Well, 5 Green Acres. We went up to the Amish country, and they had big garlic cloves, and so we bought a thing and came back. This was in September, and so that's what we had. That's what Gina used to make it. Kaye with cats. Uh, let's see. Well, I stopped it. Is it doing it? Huh. Well, I if that's just a big turn off, I'll just have to set it so it doesn't do that. Ken, I have been sick for 8 days and I have no, they would not, Ken. They won't even let you get go to the dentist. I'm sorry you got it. Golly, I can't believe how many people are sick. Wow. And Danny and Wanda, I saw the other day, they've been real sick. Um, that was called radiators, Deborah. The radiators. We had those in New York, and they come up from the bottom, and they clank, 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 clank. Um, yeah, that wouldn't be bad, Terry, but it's gotta warm up. I mean, we just can't go out in this cold. Hey, Dolores. Bourbon and honey at night to stop coughing. Well, I think that's better than taking something like NyQuil with, questionable chemicals in it, but I don't know. You are lucky, Happy. Yeah, I'm doing that too. I do vitamin C at least 2 or 3 times a day. Yeah, I hope so too, Deborah. Jamila is here from Trinidad and Tobago. Jamila, I'm under the weather. Sorry about that. But I'm here. So, did you answer me? Teresa, just text me and tell me if I should go get some tincture. I'll take it right now. Something that'll help. Hmm. Wow, Montana too. Wow. Yeah, some people don't like goat. Karen is getting all grass fed and finished pasture raised meat from a local farmer tomorrow. Fantastic. I am proud. I hadn't been over to check my freezer, and I thought, oh my gosh, you know, I like to check on it every day or two just to make sure it's, running. But I hadn't been over there all week, and I went out to for a minute, and I thought I better check, and it's all good. So, um, I don't know if I have matcha tea or not. Let's see. Wow. Carol, you're right. I don't think I have that. My body is not killing me or anything. And he's had a fever. I haven't had a fever. It's a good joke, Daryl. Very good. Well, Kay, you have to make sure they don't have any grain in the food, for one thing. And I think if you take them to the vet, they're probably going to want to put them on a diet. You know, they talk they talk to me about that with Spot. I mean, he's huge. It's not, but he gets around. He was trying to chase a something or other out there today. I haven't seen him go up in a tree in a long time, but he needs to go on a diet. I just haven't found a good way to, I think I think it's kinda cruel to feed them in front of him, like, lock him in the cage and him watch them eat or something, so I would have to feed them inside, and I don't know, I haven't figured that out yet. But he needs to go on a diet, for sure. Cherry bark and usnea, I don't know what that is, but thanks for the tip, Marie. Wow. My mullein tincture. I'm trying to think where that is. Oh my gosh, thank you, Dean, for letting me know. Wow. Marie, send me some, please. I had bone set growing out there, and it never got put into something, and I'm just sick about it. I had a huge plant. I could have collected all those leaves, and then I had a smaller plant. I didn't get that done either. But Janet from New York? Where's Janet? I missed it. Ah, there you are. What borough do you live in? I thought I'd never live anywhere but New York. Turmeric and black pepper tea. That sounds good. I don't know how you make black pepper tea. Oh, how happy Gardner is here. Hello. So we're talking about, if you're just joining, we're talking about various tinctures and concoctions for sickness because there's so many people who are sick. And oh gosh, that's funny. Let me see if I can find that book. If I can't find it, I'll come right back. Oh, well. So sorry. I have to be more prepared. It's not right where I thought it was. So, and I thought, well, I got a whole wall full of portfolios. I said, just take one. But I'll have to be more prepared. So, which begs the question: should we do another live stream? Of course, if I learn how with the Urban Gardener. By the way, you guys should check out the Urban Gardener. He has a show that he does. He interviewed me back in. We did that back in the summer, I think, and he's often interviews gardeners. Well, I think all gardeners really. Anyway, if I learn how to do the steam yard thing, then I'm gonna try to do at least like maybe once a month, have an interview with somebody interesting that knows stuff that would be of interest to people. Daryl always wins the humor award, Deborah. Margaret Hammond is here. Let's see. Oh, nice. I must have been in there, Darlene. Maybe I could buy some fire cider. I don't know anyone that makes it around here. Oh, wait, you can do the onion on the feet and chest. It's not pleasant, but does the trick too. It does what trick? I didn't get the first part. Oh my. I don't have any brandy or fire cider, but I do have fermented garlic, and I've been taking that and the elderberry syrup. So where's our New Yorker? I don't think we heard from her again, did we? Or he? If so, speak up. Is Connie going? Connie's moving to San Diego. Yeah, to be closer to family. I need something, that's for sure. I don't even remember what this is. It's just a very pleasant tasting tea that I made, and I don't remember what tea bag I used. Does anybody, I've been drinking pine needle tea all day. Does anybody know what that's good for? I forgot. I know it was good for something. That's why I bought it. My mother would Band-Aid a peeled garlic clove on her chest at bedtime and would have a cut onion in a bowl to help her breathe. I've heard that before, and I didn't even think to do that. Thank you, Dean. That's great. That's crazy. Well, I don't know. Once you make it into a tea bag, I don't know if does it still have vitamins in it? I hope so. I don't know. Okay, so what what tincture should I get to help I'm starting to cough. Maybe I should just get off. Hmm. But I've been drinking pine needle tea all day. Wow. Wow, that's you see all that stuff is gone. Rosemary Gladstar's recipe for what? I don't know. Okay. Mullein tincture for cough. I'm going to go get my mullein tincture. No, that's got to be ear opener. That's terrible. Okay, I don't know why I didn't put it in a dropper thing. Maybe I didn't have. No, I had the bottles. I guess the bottle wasn't big enough. So, how much of this should I use? Mm. Marianne. Well, we're considering doing it. Before I go, we have to decide if I'm going to do this again because I didn't have a big plan today. I just wanted to wish everybody a happy new year. I mean, we've really had quite the year, and so many people are sick right now. It seems unreal how much. How much of this should I use, Teresa? 1 teaspoon. Okay, well, let's see. Okay. Now that is very, very potent because I left it. I left it for months. Smooth. I have a squash bug. Can't they leave us alone? No, they come in the house in the winter, climbing up inside the light shade. A dropper full every hour. Well, I'll certainly do that. Let's see if it stops. You know, it's gotten a little chilly in here. I pulled out a sweater I thought you might like to see, just in case it got chilly. It's just one of my many sweaters that I've made. It is 100% wool, but it is so soft. It's not cashmere, but it's what's the other one that's just super soft? Uh, Almost as soft as cashmere. Yes, Dean is calling for everyone who wants live streams back for me to start live streaming again. No, it's not. No, it's not mohair. Believe me, I made a mohair sweater. That's very scratchy. Angora is more fluffy. Merino. It's merino. That has to be what it is. So soft. And look at these fabulous buttons. I'm a button aficionado. And I thought I probably had the buttons and I thought, what kind of sweater would these would these do well on? And so I think I made this one up. I don't think not sure I did that. Yeah, I did. So it's got I don't know, it's got the two, I'm not sure what I was thinking there. It's got the two things, which, I mean, if it's unbuttoned, they look the same, right? If it's buttoned, it looks off center. Oh well. Hey, at least it fits and it's warm. Thank you. Yes, I had the most wonderful experience in upstate New York. It was in the summer though, so I never did the winter. I lived in Manhattan for 7 years. So I went up, and I'm trying to think. He's a wonderful actor, and he played the father. Barney Barney Martin. Who remembers him? A wonderful actor, character actor, wore big black glasses, kind of big guy, balding kind of. Anybody remember him? I mean, he worked so much, and he was a good Christian man, and his wife Elizabeth, they went to the church that I went to, and they were very close with the minister, and they had this, he had been an actor for his whole career and worked on Broadway, and so he had a New York place, and he had a house out in California. A lot of old time actors could afford to do that. Obviously, I'm going to have to get off, but anyway, went up there. He was up there for at their summer house, and it was just what you imagine. You go up in the country in New York, and you're on some country lane, and there's a pond over there, and we slept in beds upstairs, and the windows were open, and it was just, you just heard all of the insects at night, and you woke up in the morning, it was fresh and cool and quiet. And when you live in Manhattan, you have constant braking and honking and buses, the air brake of the bus, whatever those brakes are called, and not to mention the subway. But you don't hear the subway sounds as much when you're up above ground. But anyway, you go up there, and it was just so fabulous. And we went down. I'll try to find that picture. We went down, and they had in their kitchen one of those old farmhouse type houses, and there was a built-in nook. One of my grandmothers had the same thing, where the seating was just built in, against the wall around the table, and he was sitting there. I think there was a checkered tablecloth. He was sitting there. There was black glasses, and I shot this portrait of him at the table there. Barney Martin. Anybody remember him? Yes, Seinfeld's father. Exactly. Thank you. I knew it was one of the big shows. I just didn't want to misspeak and say the wrong one. Who remembers Barney Martin besides Treasure Rescue? No, when should I do that, Green Acres? When should I do the ACV? First thing in the morning? I rebuke all this sickness in the name of Jesus. You darn right. Okay, so Marianne oh well, she already said that, yeah. I'm trying to think where that I don't remember where that was actually, where we were. Tell it I have a healthy immune system in the name of Jesus. Works for me. I love the sweater. Looks warm. It is so warm. TRK, yes. Let's see. Russell says, soft and warm, very ecological harvest that helps native tribes in Canada. Try it. What is that? QIVIUK. Is it a fiber? Is that what we're talking about? Fiber? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't heard of the mustard poultice. Alpaca. I do not believe that I have ever spent the big bucks for alpaca. No, I don't think so. So I'm pretty sure it's merino. I had a dressier sweater, and I was going to wear that, but it's not a comfy sweater like this. It's more dressy. Karen is here. Thank you so much. What? D used to raise alpacas. That's crazy. It wouldn't melt. This is out of context. You went to their home once. Is that what, are you talking about the Barney Martin? Yeah, I did. I went up there to take some portraits because our minister who we were close to, he and his wife went up, and I did a portrait of them, and I did a portrait of Barney at the table, and just, got away. I haven't had a shot of tequila since I was in college, okay? So that probably won't happen. Oh, I could have, and if I just, I wasn't a huge Seinfeld person that watched Seinfeld. I don't know if I was raising kids or what was going on, but yeah. But in retrospect, I was just thinking the other day. I don't have a TV. I haven't had a TV in 4 years, so I don't know what people are watching. I mean, I hope they're not watching mainstream media because that's just all. Now they don't call it television for nothing. They don't call it programming for nothing, you know. So it's pretty interesting when your eyes are really open to all of it, you go, wow, okay. Uh, Chupe wants another live stream. Anytime, ACV, but do it daily, always, even when you're feeling good. I was really on that for a while. This has been a couple of years now. Barney Martin, good man. A lot of people think that everybody in Hollywood is twisted, or I just use that word. Okay. All right. Hang on. I had to get that. I had to get that squash bug. That squash bug just got squashed. Uh, but they're not. I mean, I never met anybody like that. The whole time I was there, I never met anybody like that. But I was never in with the A-list people. I mean, when I worked on Saturday Night Live, you'd see A-list people hosting, but they did their thing. I did my little thing. They did their thing. I was there the night that Tina Turner was there, and she was, golly, what a performer. She was something else. Wow. Let's see. Somehow I got all the way. Joni, been sick in bed for 5 days and binge watching old 80s comedies. Ah. Well, I hope you get to feeling better soon, Joni. There's a lot of suggestions on this live stream about what you might take. Use your own discretion and do your own research, but what you might take to make your cold go away and feel better. I know, Deborah, right? Yeah. Simply the best. I'm thinking it might have been that song too. Wait, do you know that it sets? Are you just suggesting that, Denise? You don't know that that's the song she's sang. I remember the dress she wore, and it was red and black and kind of had netting, and it was tastefully sexy. And if I went back and looked, I actually posted something about her, and I actually looked up her when she was there and saw what she sang. And so it could have, I think it was that. Yeah, I think that was the one. Yeah. I wish I could sing like she does. Well, I'm gonna do it when I get off. Green Acres. I know. I think she had like $1 million policy on her legs, right? Did other people know that? Pretty sure that's true. Mix is here. Oh, Mix, where are you writing from? Are you writing from um oh gosh. Mix, I haven't heard from you in a while. I'm very happy to hear that you're here. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Unreal. Unreal. What a great memory, Carol. Guess who was the first big performer, became the big performer that I saw in concert? I'll describe him to you as he was then. He was wearing a seersucker suit. This sounds so preposterous that it's hard to believe that it isn't something that I just dreamed up. But I do believe this is true because it's my recollection. It's something you would have never seen him wear. But this is when he first started performing. No. Liberace, no. No, 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 no. He was a no, not Elton John. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. But those are all good guesses. Right? How many people even know what seersucker is? I bet you don't even know. He sang and played the piano. No. Those kind of guys were always more Barry Manilow. They were always in the big cities. They didn't. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe they traveled around and did little towns here and there. Nope. Nope. All right, he's black. Okay. That's a big one. That's a big hint. Latvia. I knew that, but I'm just sorry. I'm not at my best, but I'm just so you're still studying biology in universities. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Oh, I hope you do well in school, and I hope they actually teach you real factual information and not just whatever. Um, let's see. Not Ray Charles. Nope, nope, no. Oh no. If I had seen Elvis, I would have just. Oh no. I mean, I just can't even believe I didn't see Elvis. Nope, nope. He's still alive, guys. Yes, Dolores guessed it. Stevie Wonder. Valerie from Anaheim Hills is here. I liked all those guys. Everybody you're naming was wonderful. Aaron Neville. I remember that name, but I can't remember what that person looks like at all. Okay. So the next concert, see if you can guess the next concert. Okay, I'm not going to give you the date because it's just too, but it's about that time. And it was a pop, I would call pop duo, male, Caucasian. Let's see who you come up with. Oh my gosh, Andy Gibb. Andy, he was the really cute one that died early, right? No, I did hear Simon and Garfunkel sing in Central Park, but, Dee guessed it, but you didn't have you didn't have his partner's name, Dee. Yeah, Dee's already guessed, who can come up with yeah, Loggins and Messina. Loggins and Messina. Oh, in fact, hold on. Oh. My albums are not organized, so it would take me too long bending over there. Oh, I have all kinds of oh my God. This was the most fabulous Broadway show. This is the show that they made about the Supremes. Fabulous. Just looking to see if, oh, didn't we love her? So sweet. Aretha. We love him. Ah, I missed it. It's in there somewhere. I'm not going to get them all out. Swig the AC now. Hey, thank you, Angie. Ken, are you leaving? Yeah, Natalie would be Natalie. My goodness, Natalie Cole, wonderful singer. No, I don't have I don't still have light. It's dark. There's light on my porch, a light on my porch. I mean, if you can like skate with somebody and hold hands, oh, how romantic. Yeah. So many good ones. Oh, you know who else? Rita Coolidge. Rita Coolidge was wonderful. I may have that Natalie Cole Christmas album over there. Oh, okay. You said goodbye, so I didn't know. Oh, okay, cool. I know. I got some an interesting collection because when I went to New York and I started studying, I wasn't studying voice, but I had a voice teacher who was just helping me to have a better sound for speaking. I was never going to be a Broadway singer or anything like that. But but he got me to kind of fall in love with opera, and I fell in love with opera. And Caruso, was I think he was the first or one of the very first to be recorded on a Victrola or whatever they call the professional ones. But they actually, to be recorded, he actually sang, the big metal thing that would come up off the needle, and it was like a big kind of horn thing that came right up off the needle, and that was cutting the record. I don't have the faintest idea how that could work, but somehow it got from sound into a little groove on that record, and I still can't even fathom how that works. So anyway, uh, Caruso was so powerful that when he would hit his high notes, he would have to turn his head away. You know how singers today, when they're going for their big notes, they'll pull their mouth away from the microphone, uh, so they don't distort. And so that's what he would have to do with that horn thing. He'd have to sing over here, and I have an old recording of his. It's just, uh, you know, and there was like a handful, but Leontine Price became my favorite. She was absolutely amazing, and I actually went down to. She came and sang down in SoCal, down in Orange County. There's a performing arts center down there. Forget the name of it, and maybe you guys know, but I drove all the way down there. In California, that's just such a pain. But I went, and I always try to sit close, but but I had to sit way in the back, and this was before people were doing cell phone recordings of people. I mean, you were not supposed to have any cameras. There's an announcement, no cameras. And I had taken my my camera with the long lens, because I figured I'd be pretty far back, and I got a couple of pictures of her, surreptitiously. I didn't get caught. It's like, but anyway, she was quite a singer. Anyway, where are we here? Um, I have not heard of Annie and Moses band. No, they studied at. Gosh, I can't even think of the name of that right now. Okay, thank you, Betty. Thank you for joining. Seeger. Oh, wow. Wow. How are things in Latvia, Mix? If we don't hear directly from you, we'll never know. How are things in Latvia? Give us an idea. Is there stability and peace in your country? What is the government like? Um, are they controlling the borders like Poland and Hungary, or are they being overrun as well? Would be very interesting to hear from you on that. Let's see. Well, I wasn't on there until she's asking about My Little Slice of Paradise is asking when I was on General Hospital, and I was on there in 89. I hear a mouse. That's how quiet it is in my house. I hear a little. I think it's in the grate. And no, I was not able to see my sons at Christmas. Um, well, the thing is, they're in the duct system. So, I mean, if I brought the cat in, wouldn't be able to catch it. It's underneath the grate. So it just drives me crazy. Yeah. But my son that lives in North Carolina is coming on Thursday. So I got Juilliard. Yeah. I couldn't even think of Juilliard. Wow. Lived in New York for 7 years. But the character I played, her name was Bates. What was her first name? Let me see. I want to say Helen, but Helen is too old fashioned. I don't remember. Um, anyway, I can tell you the storyline. Fiona, I think that was her name. She's still on there. If the show's still on, she's still on there. The beautiful English brunette that worked all these decades. And she and her husband had a bar. And so he hired my character to work in the bar. He had a nice bar or something, I can't remember. But they had a child, and I don't think they birthed this child, but I think that they had custody of this 2-year-old child, or something. And once I happened to see this child. So there was some scenes of me in the bar just interacting with him and customers, I guess, and stuff. And I had big hair, a lot of makeup, and then uh, I happened to see this child. And maybe we were socializing, or I don't know. I just happened to see this child, so I offered to babysit. Just so soap opera. I offered to babysit, and so I was a nice-looking woman. I was sure they thought I was completely reliable and trustworthy, and no background checks or anything like that back then. So I was babysitting, and they went out, and I kidnapped this kid because I was triggered from having lost my own child, and I just had a little moment of craziness, thinking that that was my child and we weren't going to be separated ever again. So I got caught. They got the baby back, no problem. And I think the judge there, yeah, I did go before a judge, and I think the judge was lenient. That's how I remember the story. Thank you, Caroline. Fantastic. So, yeah, so I think I've answered your question about that. No, I haven't seen that. My son's in Idaho. Not East Idaho, though. He's over near outside of Boise. I do remember bread. Catherine wants to know if I could have one piece of equipment for my gardening area, what would it be? What's her name, Robin? Um, but you know the actress is British, so you know which one I mean. She was the star, one of the main ones. Um, oh, so their child grew up and became a doctor? Oh my god. So the baby that I kidnapped grew up and became a doctor on the show? How wild. That's fantastic. Ted Nugent is still around, causing all kinds of trouble. Really? Oh, you know what? I don't remember the name of the, group now. There's no way I'll be able to remember that, but I went to, um, up in, Hollywood. They have a big concert venue up there, and we went up there to see a band that was, that used to be a big rock and roll band, and but they're they're in their 60s and, late 60s probably by now, and the one guy had completely lost his voice. I mean, it's just gone, and it was so hard to listen to those songs you were familiar with, with that voice. Um, yes, I did, Ken. It wasn't actually in the kitchen. It was up the stairwells, at the top of the stairwell, and, the HVAC people had put the carbon monoxide filter behind the exchange vent. So I could it just I couldn't figure out where it was coming from, and I finally just took the vent off, and there it was, right there. It was screwed to the stud. And then another person that came here that worked for that company, he said, "No, they wouldn't have done that." I said, "Let me just show you. There it is in both over here and over here." So, they both had their batteries changed, no problem. Finola Hughes, thank you. There's a famous British actress called Fiona Shaw, and I always, start to wanna say that, but yeah, Finola Hughes. She's a lovely woman. And, of course, when I first got hired on a soap opera, it was like the biggest job I'd had, and I just thought, "Wow, this is gonna be so exciting to be on the set with all this, to be mingling with the stars of the show and all of that," and, it's like, as soon as they finish the scene, they go to their dressing room and close the door, and they've got their manager in there, and they're, answering fan mail and I still have my fan mail. I should open my fan mail. I never opened it. I still have my fan mail from that somewhere. Um, maybe I'll share that on a live this winter when we're all just bored out of our minds. Steppenwolf, yeah. Eagles. I bet that was awesome. Grand Funk Railroad. Wow. Now, Bruce, I didn't see Bruce when he was young, but I decided that for each of my for I'm not so crazy about him anymore, but I w- it, when I first got out to LA, I mean, he had that song that it was such a mega hit, and I was just playing that so loud on my car all the time. I would go to an audition, I just turn that on as loud as possible and just, you know. So anyway, for my sons, when they came up, I said, "Okay, I'm gonna take them to their first concert, and it's gonna be Bruce Springfield." And no, not Bruce Springfield. Bruce Springfield, the boss, right, from Jersey? Bruce Springfield, yeah. Um, anyway, so I went and he was performing down at the Coliseum. It's the old venue down in LA, and, uh and so I did. I took First Walker when he was probably about, I don't know, 8, and, uh, and then later I took Will when he was about 8 and had pretty good seats, and it was good concert, you know. But, that's a group that's hardcore fans, they stand up the entire concert. Springsteen, thank you. When you said Springfield, I'm going, there was a singer. Remember that guy? In fact, wasn't he on General Hospital? He was a singer who became an actor or just did both or something. He was very good looking, and his name was Springfield. Um, I can't think of his first name, though. That's why I got confused there. The Hollywood Bowl. I couldn't even think of that. Thank you. That's where I was. Uh, I never heard Harry sing, though. Wow. Golly, you got to see a lot. Rick Springfield, thank you. That's it. Happy New Year from Berlin at Garden Tours. Hey, go check out her channel. Thank you, Heidi, for tuning in. We have Latvia, Germany, Canada, UK, Malaysia, uh, um, did I get it all? Dusty Springfield was fantastic. What a voice. Happy New Year, Heidi. I wish I knew some German, but I don't. Okay, I have to remember to find the fan mail. Hillary, how did you look that up? See, I knew it started with an H. I said Helen. I'm going, not Helen. Hillary Bates. How did you look that up? If anybody cares to go and look up that, you might be able to find that scene. I don't know if you can do a search and find that scene. I mean, when I did that was so long ago, they gave me when I was done, they gave me copies, and it was some sort of large format videotape. And, of course, you couldn't put it in anything. you had to have it converted, and then at some point I had everything turned into digital, but I had it digitized from the old VHS tapes. I mean, you would get a job, you would do a job, and they would give you a copy of the job on VHS. You know how poor quality that is? So then you convert that, you digitize that, and then you put it back on tape, because a DVD is even worse quality. So I got all my work on a series of small um, tapes. I don't know. It's crazy. Open it on a live, Kaye. Open what? What did I say? Open the mail on a live? Yeah, I will. But I have to. Everybody has to go to go to General Hospital and watch those scenes first, so that you see you see the. Oh, you know what? I have these beautiful cards. Back in the day, we had cards that we had printed up, beautifully photographed, would hand out. Had all these cards made because I was photographed in, I would say, well, it was when I met those other photographers. So that would be like in the probably early 90s, out in LA. And I met Abraham Wagner. I don't even remember how we met now. He was an attorney, but he was an avid photographer, and he had, because he was an attorney, he had all the great cameras, all the equipment, you could hope for, and so he would just do these shoots, and so we did this shoot. We did more than one, and I wanted to dress up and do myself. I did myself up like what's her name? Let's see, Mommy Dearest, help me out. The actress, that was about the actress. Oh, come on. Thank you, Joan Crawford. You're on the ball. Thank you, thank you. uh, yeah. So I have this picture. It was a really fine picture, and so I decided to have this card printed. So I have hundreds of these cards, and I thought, "Hey, rather than just throw those in the burn pile, I really ought to maybe somebody might want one. Might be worth something to someone, like $5 or something. I don't know." Uh, you know how, like, the former stars of Star Trek, they go to these conventions. I don't know if you know this. Even Stargate, all those sci-fi shows, even the ones from, like, Australia that was, like, popular back in the day. Because my neighbor was on one of those, and he would go to these things, and he would make $5,000 in a weekend just signing photographs, literally. Because all the fans come. The fans of these shows come, and they all want a signed photo. So, ooh, D, that's yeah. So anyway, let me just go get that picture. Hold on, I'm getting the apple cider vinegar. Okay. This is sprouts, raw, unfiltered, unpasteurized, mother included. Wait, I can't drink that like that. I don't. Are you talking about drinking a shot of that by itself? No. I always drink it with water. Wow. I'm not going to swig that much. How about that much? That's going to be, Okay. Yahoo! So I literally have a stack this deep of these cards. Just one image. Now, every picture has a story, right? So I had this, that is, whoops, that's got my name on it, see. That's the color my hair was always, sort of like a blondish, reddish, light brown. And so this is a huge piece of silk voile. And then I wore some strapless dress or bodice, I think, and then I had this skirt. There's another shot that he took as well. But I mean, when you consider what people do with photography and filters today, and they just do, and they make it look like that. This was shot on film, printed in a dark room, and look at the lighting on my face. You can see the whole jawline. I mean, the lighting is incredible. You never want the shadow to fall off so much that you can't see some detail. And just speaking as a photographer, it's just like, that's an incredible picture. But nobody really ever saw it. Well, we'll see if that makes me feel better. Maureen, more Maureen O'Hara in this one. But see, I had you see all those curls? I had all those curls pinned for my now I'm remembering the Joan Crawford shot. I had it all up, and then these curls all were up here like she wore her hair. And then I took it down once I laid down. I literally laid down, got everything in position, and then I just unpinned and just pulled out the coils of the curls and just laid them all over. Oh, I know what it was. Yeah. You see that the black I'm laying on, I'm pretty sure the black I'm laying on is my skirt. I bought this vintage silk skirt. It was silk taffeta, I think, skirt, which I don't think I have anymore. Because, I would need to lose 15 pounds to fasten it. But anyway, it was a big circle skirt. And so I think I just laid it all out and then I laid it back on it. That's my recollection. We did a couple of different things. We also did a shoot at this famous Greystone Mansion in Beverly Hills. Maybe you've heard of it. He got permission. He knew somebody in Beverly Hills, and he got permission for us to go up there on a day when it was closed. And we had this photo shoot. And he had a niece or cousin. No, she was his cousin, I think. She was a costume stylist. And so she styled it. When I find my portfolio, I'll show you. She styled. We did 3 different shoots, and one was at the Greystone Mansion, and then another one was at the famous old theater, the big venue theater in Pasadena. Pasadena, I guess it would be the Pasadena Playhouse. And we got permission to go backstage, where they have all the cords or the cables for all those curtains to come down. So I'm standing up there in this, it was like an outfit from one of those Broadway shows that was so famous, Cabaret or something, it's just, and I was just standing up there in this glamorous getup, beside all those cords. I had a lot of fun, and none of that made me any money. There's only one photograph in my portfolio that I think ever got me any money, and I'll have to show it to you. Well, Caroline, if you're talking about, I did not take this picture. What did I just say his name was? Abraham Wagner. He's the photographer. Thank you. I had some fun. Oh my goodness. Caroline, thank you. Appreciate that. It's just sad for me to see what everything has become. AI is going to ruin everything, in my opinion. I mean, when you can just tell, how will the Writers Guild even? That's one thing they were striking over is this AI, how the AI was going to affect the screenplay writing, because you can give a prompt to this chat GPT or what, I don't even know. I see all this stuff, but I don't really know. And it can spit out a thesis. People who spend a year writing a thesis for their doctorate. I mean, how are you going to know that the AI didn't just spit it out? And, it's ice and water. Yeah, it's burning all right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I got a lot of glamour shots, Dee. I just have to find them. I'll find my portfolio for the next time. Yeah, it's called, the drinking game is called Take a Shot of ACV to Knock That Cold Out. Yeah, it felt like a lot. I felt like I should go have some water. Hmm. Have I think I've gotten through everything, and you know what? What time is it? Have we been on for 2 hours and 15 minutes? I said I wasn't gonna do that. Golly. Thank God, Deborah, thank God. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some water. You said you swig it. I swigged it. Jules just got here. God bless you. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go get some water, everybody. Um, put out the fire. I hope you enjoyed it. Um, we have to sing, right? We have to sing. Well, I hope you enjoyed the look I made, Daryl. I won't last till midnight. I can tell you that right now. Um, Good night, everyone. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I hope you enjoy being together. And I just hate to sign off with 103 people on here, and many of you are not even commenting on the chat. And 107, that 107. Wow. Happy New Year to everyone. I am worn out. I said I wasn't going to go past an hour, and now it's 2 hours and 17 minutes. And if you if you get a chance, hit that like on the way out. And we didn't make a decision about when to do another one. Is this a good time? Should we just kind of think about doing 4 o'clocks on Sunday? Let's see. Anybody? Oh, thank you, Martha. Gosh, thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Well, we have to sing this out though. And I don't have anything to drink now. No, I don't have a sip. But we have to sing this out. Is everybody ready? Ready? Should old acquaintance be forgot and never come to mind? Wait, how's it go? Let me look it up. I don't even know how to spell it. Okay, come on. Here we go. Is everybody ready? Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you, and may God bless all the people in 2024. And let us be discerning so that we know if what we're seeing is real. God bless. I guess I'll see you next Sunday. Oh, good advice. Observe, don't absorb. Happy New Year.